弟弟一封写给自己的情书，王湘圣、陈冲旧金山观众见面会纪实。7月30日晚，在旧金山举行的影片《弟弟》的放映会，导演王湘圣和著名的华裔影星陈冲在会后与观众见面，分享了许多幕后故事。王湘圣在东湾城市Fremont长大，弟弟是他拍摄的第一部电影长片，对他来说，这是带着自己的第一部长片电影作品回家。当晚活动的主持人是旧金山亚裔媒体中心的节庆和展览总监 Twin Chuan， 他在放映前先向观众介绍了编剧和导演王湘圣。王湘圣说，他拍摄这部电影受了不少好莱坞其他少年成长类电影的影响，比如 Stand By Me、The 400 Blows、The Ratcatcher 等等。对王湘圣来说，弟弟如同他给年少时的自己写的一封情书，这封情书也是写给那些已经长大但还没有来得及记录自己成长岁月的人们的。著名华裔影星陈冲在这部影片中饰演了少年 Chris 的母亲，她也是弟弟的执行制片人之一。影片放映结束后，导演王湘圣回到了舞台上，在落座之前，他给陈冲行了一个大礼。他们与观众进行了大约1个小时的互动。第一个决定投资这部电影的人是谁？
It was a woman named Rabina Richitiello. I think I'm pronouncing her last name. She's from the Bay Area. And my producer Josh had worked with her in a previous movie, and he called me one morning and said, "Hey, I have good news, pick up." I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "This financier that I worked with on another movie, she asked what was going on with our movie. Long story short, she wanted to invest in it, and a lot of the times the hardest thing is that first drop in the bucket. It's hard to get other people to believe in you if no one else believes in you with their wallet." So she was like, so she put in some money. He was like, "It's not enough to make the movie, but it's enough to go back to a lot of people who were excited about the movie and say, hey, we have someone who believes in Sean with actual hard cash." So it was great. It was like, okay, our first drop in the bucket. Immediately after, I got on the Zoom with this company, Unapologetic Projects, and they loved the script. They came in so prepared, and I could just tell there was passion for the script and the movie, and they were really just trying to sense that I could actually direct it. And I've never pitched a movie better before or after that day. I hung up the Zoom, and I was like, I think they're in. I could not have pitched the movie better. I think I sold the vision so well. The next day, I got an email from them, and it said, "We love Sean, we love the movie, we want to co-finance the movie." So we went from, again, having nothing to 70% of the budget. We went straight to an investor meeting, and he was.
为什么在这个时候加入这部电影？
I did not realize any special meaning when I went into work with Sean. I wasn't thinking of a renaissance or any special meaning. I just fell in love with the script. Simple as that.
湘圣的剧本怎么吸引你的？
It's all in one email. I first read Sean's letter to me. Yeah, the first sentence is, "I am Sean Wang, a 28-year-old filmmaker." Anyway, and then the next thing I read the script, and then I took a close look at a very detailed lookbook that Sean did, and I really loved it. But Sean's lookbook was all like photos he's taken around the community, in his own house, his laundry room, his pile of dirty clothes, and like the sun coming into the curtain, and the boys and girls in Fremont, and it has a very specific beauty to it. There's aesthetics, but it's just genuine, down to earth, and I like that flavor a lot. And so after I read the script, I said, I feel it. I feel for the mother's character because I have experienced much of it myself. But I said, I really don't understand the teen language or the teen, stuff. So I said to my daughters, I said, read the script. I like it. What do you think? And both of them said, I love this one. Yeah, so we met.
艾萨克王的中文名字叫王禄山，他在片中饰演13岁的少年 Chris 王。王禄山当晚没能到现场， 但他的朋友通过手机视频让他与王湘圣通话。王禄山显然不知道，王湘圣正面对着几百名热情的观众，他们的这番通话意外变成了现场直播。请你评价一下艾萨克王的表演。
The difference between Chris and Isaac is that Chris, underneath everything, there's this like desperate need to feel a sense of belonging and a deep insecurity and a sort of still figuring out who he is. And that needed to be the sort of like beating heart of his character. And I think Isaac, when we first met him, was just, again, like so confident and cool. So he was like, I had to almost revert to this older version of myself that was the more insecure version of me. And that was hard for him, but you know, acting's not always easy. And so I think that's why I'm really proud of him for this movie.
你是如何塑造母亲这个角色的？
First of all, it is a character that resonates very deeply with me. I am an immigrant mother who brought up two American children who had extremely tumultuous teen years, adolescence. And so I've experienced a great deal, did a lot of learning, and that learning is extremely emotional. That learning to be a better mother from your children. And so this is kind of like a continuation of me wanting to show love to my children and to make them see it when I'm someone else's mom, and I try to do better this time. And for the detailed preparation, you know, Sean has done a lot of interviews with his mom, and so I looked at all these interviews of how Sean's mom, you know, what her mannerism is, what her spirit is, and her tone of voice. And so it's just interesting to try to incorporate some of that spirit into the character. And then I asked Sean to have his mom like record all my dialogue. Just to see if I could pick out something that might be interesting that I didn't think about, that a certain way of delivering the lines. I haven't played a character like Chun Sing before, like, you know, so gentle, warm, and with the inner strength and forbearance, but really patient and subtle, you know, not as flamboyant as I played, you know, other characters, or more forceful or more dramatic. And so this is, you know, trying to be very subtle and small, a very quiet strength, you know, to be the support and the family needs, and also to struggle with her own sense of belonging. She is an immigrant who isn't sure how to love, just like me. I wasn't sure how to best guide or love your children because I did not grow up here.
在自己家乡拍电影是什么感觉？
2015 called, we shot it in the Warm Springs district of Fremont, for those of you who are here from Fremont. And it was the first thing that I made with my friends in school that was like us trying to put up a real production. And we kickstarted like a couple $1,000s. It was still very, very grassroots, small. But because we kickstarted it, the Kickstarter went sort of locally viral within Fremont. Everybody was like, whoa, who's this Fremont kid who's trying to make a movie in Fremont? And by the time we were like prepping the movie and like a few days out from shooting, I just felt the like support of a community in a city that never has movies shooting there. And so I really wanted to kind of set it in Fremont, shoot it in Fremont, and again, like bring the people around me into it and try to make it feel like we're just kind of putting something up with our friends. Shooting in Fremont and like depicting it in 2008, I think there are certain pockets that just feel untouched and unchanged, and I said this I think earlier, but the challenge was not like how to recreate anything. It was just pointing the camera in a direction and hoping that Tesla didn't drive by.
Such a big project, and how do you stay grounded?
Yeah, like I don't feel like I'm a part of the Hollywood system. I'm not directing Spider-Man 4, you know, I don't know if I want to direct Spider-Man 4. I think I feel healthier having one foot in, one foot out, and I think, you know, we were kind of talking about this earlier in something else, but like I feel healthier when I have hobbies and I'm doing things that aren't film related. I like to go skate. I like to not be in Los Angeles all the time where everywhere I look is another film billboard. And you know, I think growing up in the Bay Area reminds me that there's life happening outside of the movies. Like taking a step away from the industry and making sure like I step away from it all, kind of being like, okay, well, this is crazy, but it's not real life. That I think keeps me grounded and hanging out with friends that don't work in the industry.
Thank you. I think that's a great spot to end. Thank you so much for Sean and Joe.
电影《弟弟》赢得了观众的喝彩。
I thought it was amazing. I really relate to like the Asian American experience, and I know a lot of friends who have immigrant parents, and it was beautiful. It was amazing.
Which part do you like most?
I thought, honestly, the ending part when Joan Chen looks at I know that feeling of my mom staring at me with like loving eyes, and I thought him finally seeing that was just so beautiful. I haven't seen like young Asian Americans in film. Usually it's like an older Asian American or in an action film, like Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's not usually portraying Asian American experience.
王先生特别向优视频道的观众问好。
Hi, U Channel TV in Santa Clara. I used to have piano recitals in Santa Clara, so thanks for having me talk.
Watch Didi in theaters August 16th everywhere. It feels spectacular. It's super special. Just being here is so awesome. Having everyone come out has just been so great.
What they said feels spectacular and amazing.
弟弟从8月16日开始，将在全美各大影院全面上映。